That I'm just mad. Honestly,
But
if Def CPO came up to me right now and said how mad, I'd say 11.
yeah, but we could get Sheer Madness versus Alvin. That could be interesting.
That could very well be interesting. When Boom was here, Sheer and their games were going very close.
Wow.
Like Ray was
So-
just completely amazed that Sheer was taking a bunch of games off Boom.
This is what I'm not surprised to see. I told you, like, Marbles could definitely.
Also, I think that he could be very dominant with his Nest now that it seems to be a bit warmed up.
Yeah. GT has gotten some practice against Ness, but like, it's not against like a Marbles Ness, you know. Like, we'll see what he can do here. This is a favorable matchup for Pika, but very, very punishing if you don't know the matchup.
Yeah.
Great turnaround up tilt to catch Marbles out of his DJCs. That's the kind of thing that GT can do here to really turn this matchup in his favor. He'll play that patient game and catch Marbles with the up tilts or into a grab like that.
Now it should be an easy edge guard.
It's tough. So
Why did
GT,
he fade back into stage?
what GT? Because he used his jumps too early.
Oh.
So a lot of inexperienced Pikas will jump out very early. They're like, oh, I got Ness off stage. Now I jump out and kill him. Ness will swing backwards, similar to Fox. He'll swing backwards and then uses up B. So he puts himself slightly out of range of an attack. And then Pika, it takes too long to get back on the stage to get that edge guard. So what you can do is jump out to threaten Ness and then come back to stage and then let him use his up B and then hit him as he comes back. If he's below the stage, it becomes even easier because you can grab the ledge and then Ness has to land on the stage, and the landing lag from doing an upward angled up B is enormous. So you can just like take a century to get back onto the stage and
Do a taunt real quick, grab a coffee,
but
just back throw.
so GT good, yeah, it was a little little antsy there. He waited a little while on that back air. But GT showing that maybe the Dark House shenanigans of going like different characters may have helped him. So we have
Just like really, I assume this is a very favorable matchup for Pikachu. And I mean, GT's just no slouch. I mean, all of the lower Florida players will beat his Marbles Nest.
yeah.
Like I've beaten it several times.
Well, you guys have that. Oh no. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we do, but like honestly, we don't play it that much.
Right. So what GT has is he has like and Marbles. Just GT could have gone down there and just ate the up B.
I
But
feel like he just realized he said, "Hey, I was right. He took a game.
yeah, good call. I
Take
thought
the whole set."
it was very possible that GT would get overwhelmed, but he showed he knows that matchup. He plays against Daniel's Ness, who has a very, very strong punish game. He's played against my Ness, which isn't like great, but I do a little more spacing trickery that like that's why Marbles is like swing back DJC back airs were not working on GT. He's ready for him. Well, also GT's just a smart player, so he's going to be ready for that stuff. But having practice against like low tier characters is very useful. Great punish from GT.
Oh, jeez,
Like double check to make sure they didn't.
I wasn't even paying attention to the hats, honestly.
No, it was a standard, but it was a very nice, efficient Pikachu standard. They had to make sure that they didn't swap the names. It's looking like Marbles here. Great edge guarding and the forward tilt.
Definitely isn't. He's pretty hot.
Wow, and that's that antsy,
Are we gonna see a 2-0 and a handshake?
Wow, and
Jesus Christ.
GT is starting this game off incredibly strong. Marbles, who has beat Sheer's Pika at FPS, is really struggling to start out this game too against GT's Pika. Rising Baltimore talent. We all know how good he is, but he's gotten a couple upsets, but he hasn't beaten a ranked player. He hasn't scored that big win. But he needs to hold on to his composure here. And he's overwhelming Marbles. GT.
This is a hard matchup to do like a comeback from too. Because it's very straight hits. It's like really.
So he went for the back air there, but he didn't have the jump to make that work. GT he's not incredibly like well known as a player, but like those who know him, his style is definitely on the patient side, even the campy side when he locks down to it. But he's playing kind of aggressive here, and it's really like overwhelming marbles. What a sick edge guard.
Eric's a pretty aggressive player too. I don't think that really has much to do with it.
Well, I don't know if like he's playing his game and just playing it a little bit better. Yeah, good edge guard, good call out from marbles. I feel like GT, he could have gone up there. He might have still gotten
definitely
punished.
Bring this back. He's just closing the gap up, and there's still a few stocks left.
There's time for marbles to basically just kind of start lock down and start having his way. Just
having his way with him.
Yeah, basically.
I'd like to see this go very close, like a game 3.
He got the forward-facing up tilt. Yeah, that's the up air is not going to work there.
I feel like Eric's really readjusting too.
Great follow-up there.
Space and just
yeah. Oh, so GT got the shield drop. He's showing he's got some good tech too. Great jab. He had the jab grab, but I don't think he was ready. He just he should have back thrown him. And you don't want to see that. Marbles, I mean, he was at high percentage, but throwing away another stock, and yeah, he's going to convert that punish. But that's what I was talking about earlier there. He smash DI'd, GT smash DI'd that back air. I think that might have saved him. Marbles still ended up getting the kill, but yeah. A lot of players, when they think they have a good read on a lesser experienced player, they will go for that F smash to cover like the ledge hop.
Yeah.
And GT was not having it. Marbles.
If he doesn't take much percent, very possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marbles still definitely could do this, but he's gotta start now. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Bringing it back. GT been at like a 2-stock deficit like the entire game.
GT can't let this one slip away from him.
You think he'll have some nerves about this, or?
For sure.
Yeah.
Anyone would. And Marbles is just Marbles has the momentum now. Is the more
I come very like game 3 with actually Marbles Pika a lot.
And he's got him off stage. He just needs an edge guard.
This should really be it.
Oh, he had the read, but not the execution. Reverse back air. Oh, and I think he's gonna make him take that. Yeah. Not how you wanted that game to end, but let's go, Baltimore. That's it. You have to take the stock there. You have to. And that's it. Remove your start button. Lower it. Do something.
You can just buy a lowered start button.